Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here. All right, so the monks have finished their walks, and maybe some of you had the opportunity to do the meditation yesterday between 4:30 and 7:30. I actually was running around. I had a brief moment, but anyway. So my reading for today is one that I've read before, but I think since it's going to be recorded, it will work into the future. And this is the beauty of Yara or Jara, which means ripening. In the modern world, we treat aging like a disease that needs to be cured with creams and dyes. But in the Dharma, the concept of Yara, aging, is not a tragedy. It is a truth. The Buddha didn't see aging as withering. He saw it as ripening. Think of a green mango. It is smooth and firm, yet hard and sour. It hasn't lived yet. A mango that has aged is soft. It has spots. It is sweet. It is full of flavor. You are not withering, dear friend. You are finally becoming sweet. To the front of your seat in our neutral pose with the knees over the ankles, spine nice and long, sits bones firmly on the chair. We'll start with our breathing exercises, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Then resting the hands on the lap, we'll move into 4 rounds of our 4-part breathing. Breathing in on 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then resume your normal breathing pattern. Notice how you feel today. If there are any spots that need a little extra love, be sure to send the breath there. Taking 3 more deep breaths on your own pace, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. On the next inhale, we'll rise up with the hands, reaching tall to the sky from sits bones to the tips of the fingers. And we'll exhale, twirling the wrists as we come back down to the lap. Moving through our spinal warm-up, breathing in, sending the chest forward and the gaze up for cow. Exhale, bringing the chin to the chest and rounding the back for cat. Inhale back up to cow. And exhale to cat. Inhale back into neutral. Then taking the right hand off the side of your chair, off your hip. Inhale, bringing the left hand up and over, opening up the left side body. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, drop the left hand down, right arm comes up and over. Inhale, back up through center, one more time each side. Establish the side bend, and then we'll do 2 big circles, rotating a little bit with the upper body, looking down. Rotate down by the hips, then up and over. One more big circle, following your breath and what works best in your body. Come back to that side bend for one more breath. Then inhale back up through center, coming over to the second side. One breath in the side bend. Then rotating down, opening up the circle, adding full motion into the arm and shoulder. Completing this last circle, coming into the side bend for one more breath. Then inhale back up through center. Then we'll spread some fairy dust as we come back down, bringing the hands to the lap. And we'll take the left hand to the right knee. The right hand can swing around to the back of the chair, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, rotate over to your right. Inhale, back through center, letting the hands float up and over to the other side. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, rotate over to your left. Inhale, back to center, resting the hands back on the lap. Deep inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Moving on to the lower body. Left foot comes out into our heel tap. And 3, 2, 1, back to the center and little rainbows out to this side. And 3, 2, and 1, back to the center and the other side. Heel taps out. And 3, 2, 1, back to the center and little rainbows out to this side. Strengthening exercises again today. We'll go back to the first side, lengthening out that left leg, tightening up the quad, and exhale back down. Lifting up, tightening the quad, and exhale down. Inhale, lift, tighten, and exhale down. 2 more. Lift and tighten. Exhale down, lift and tighten, and exhale down. Moving to the other side. Lift that right leg, tighten up the quad, and exhale down. Inhale, lift and tighten, and into gate pose. So we're gonna shimmy over to the left side of the chair, keeping the left leg in our neutral pose. Right leg comes out to the, or left leg comes out to the side. Negotiating with your neighbor, of course. So Anne, if you come to the side, so your leg is going out to the side, with the front leg in the neutral pose. There you go, there you go. And we'll take a deep inhale, arms come up. Exhale, tipping over to the left. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, drop the right hand down to the edge of the chair. Left arm comes up and over into a nice arrow lunge. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, bring the hands down to your neutral leg. 2 rounds of cow and cat. Inhale, back with the chest forward, gaze goes up. Exhale, chin to chest and rounding the back. Inhale, back up to cow. And exhale to cat. Inhale, back up to neutral. And we'll release the hands to the chair. Heel toe, that left foot back into the center. And shimmy over to the other side. Left leg is neutral, right leg is out to the side. You're good. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right arm comes down, extended right leg, tipping over to that side. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, left hand comes down. Right arm goes over for a nice arrow lunge on this side. Inhale, back up through center. Then float the hands down to the neutral leg. 2 rounds of cow and cat, sending the chest forward and gaze goes up. Exhale, rounding the back for cat. Inhale, back up to cow. And exhale to cat. Inhale, back to neutral. Bring your hands to the chair. Heel toe that right leg back into the center. Readjust yourself back into your neutral pose. Then take the toes, tuck them under a little bit. We're moving into chair pose. Your arms can come out to the side for balance. They can come to heart center for sweetness, or up overhead for spicy version, and then hinging over the legs. The legs take on more of the weight. This is chair pose. Moving deeply through the pose. Inhale, hinge back up. Then exhale, return the hands to your lap. Bring the feet back into neutral. Let the arms swing around to the back of the chair, anywhere that feels comfortable to hold on to the chair. We're moving into camel. Inhale, chest goes forward, shoulder blades come together. Exhale, release camel. We'll come up one more time. Inhale, chest goes forward, shoulder blades together, gaze goes up. And release the camel and bring your hands around to the front. We'll do a little bit more of our foot strengthening exercises. So the left leg's coming out in front. Neutral is just having the heel on the ground. Then we'll take the toes and bring them towards the body, activating the shin. Exhale, point the toes away. Inhale back to neutral, resting the heel on the ground. Then bring the toes in towards the body. Exhale, point away. Inhale back to neutral, and then return that foot to neutral. Other foot comes out, resting the heel on the ground. Then bring the toes in towards the body, activating the shin. Exhale, point away. Inhale, rest the heel on the ground. Then bring the toes in towards the body. Exhale, point away. Inhale, bring the heel back down to the ground. We'll leave that where it is, except we'll extend it out to the width of the mat, bringing the other foot to join it. Now we're moving through internal and external rotation. We're going to start by letting the toes come out to the side. You kind of have to perch your booty on the edge of the chair, giving your legs a little bit of room. Getting that whole leg up to the top of the femur to rotate out. Then inhale, let everything fall inward so those toes come together. And inhale back to neutral. Then we're going to wiggle the toes and the feet in any way that feels good to you. Might even hear a little snap, crackle, and pop. And then return the feet back to neutral. We're going to come up to standing for our balance work, tucking the toes back under, then hinging over the legs, pressing the heels down towards the mat and rising up. Come behind your chair. Take our hands pressing down on the back of the chair, walking our feet backwards until we come into our downward facing dog at the chair. Breathing deeply into the back body. Two more breaths here. Next inhale, pushing down on the back of the chair, rise up, bring the left foot forward behind the chair, bringing the upper body nice and upright, pressing the right heel back towards the wall behind you or down towards the floor for a nice calf stretch. Breathing deeply into that part of the body. One more breath here. On an inhale, pushing down on the back of the chair, bring the front foot back to meet the back. Two more breaths in our downward facing dog. Next inhale, pushing down on the chair, rise up and bring the right foot forward for a left calf stretch. Extending the calf back or the heel back towards the wall behind you. Feeling the stretch that your body needs today. One more breath here. Then inhale, bring that left foot forward to meet the right. Standing right behind the chair, leaving our hands on the back of the chair. We're going to do our heel-toe raises from here. So it's very helpful to have your hands on the chair for this. pressing into the big toe part of your foot. You're going to rise up on the toes and then exhale slowly back down. We'll do several just with the heel raises, coming up on the toes and come back down. Then we'll add the toes, coming up and down. 2 more. Rise up and down. Rise up and down. Now we'll rise up one more time, and when we come down, we're going to bring our toes up in the front. So your booty's going to go back a little bit so your toes can come up. Rock back on the foot, come back up on the toes. Pushing into those big toes. Back on the heels and bring the toes up. Forward to heel raises. Down and toe raises. 2 more like that. Rise up and down. Bring up the toes. 1 more time. Up into our heel lifts. Down. Bring the toes up and settle back down. Then take your feet the width of the mat. We'll do our squats from here, so leaving the hands on the chair for stability, unless you're feeling like you have the stability to not hold onto the chair. Upper body stays pretty upright, working from your solid base. Come down into your squat and inhale back up. Everybody's going to be different, and maybe each time you do squats, it's a little bit different. Come down. If you want to spice it up a little bit, as you come up, scissor the legs together. That'll make it a little bit more difficult. Rise up, squeezing together, and down, and up. 2 more. Come down, and up. 1 more time, and up. Beautiful. All right, we will come to the sides of our chairs for our balance work here. So we'll start putting the weight into your left leg, right leg, come up into that single leg balance, and hold, and exhale down. Inhale, lift, and hold, and exhale down. Last one like that. Inhale, lift, and hold, and exhale down. Now we'll add the hip opener. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, forward. And exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, forward. And exhale down. Very nice. Okay, we'll go into tree, and then we're going to do our heel-toe stand. So bring that right leg back up. It can come up to the little kickstand, or it can come farther up. The hand can remain on the chair, or you can grow your branches anywhere that feels comfortable to you. Find a drishti, something to focus on, and breathe and believe. One more breath. And exhale. Let that all come down. Very nice. All right. We're going to do both sides, so it doesn't matter which side comes first, but you're going to put one foot right in front of the other into our heel toe. Hold on to the chair or not. You're going to feel the weight evenly distributed between both legs. Just feel that to begin with. Then we're going to shift the weight forward and back, because walking is just a balance and a shift from foot to foot. distributed between the 2 feet. Now we're spicing it up that next level. Take a deep breath, tighten up the core, and then take your gaze over to your right or your left. And bring it back to center. Then we'll go to the other side. So by changing where your gaze goes, that makes it a lot more difficult. And bring it back to center. And you can step on it. Good. We'll go to the other side. So whichever foot was in front, now that's going to be in back. 1 foot in front of the other. So you can just stay right where you were. You're just putting the 1 foot in front of the other. So we start by feeling that weight evenly distributed between the 2 feet. Beautiful. And once you feel that, then we can move on to the shifting of the weight forward and back. That's the first level of spice. And then bring it back to even distribution. Nice solid base. Tightening up the core, take your gaze over towards the door we came in. Inhale back to center and exhale over to the window. Inhale back to center. Go ahead and let that go. Beautiful. All right, now we'll come over to the other side of the chair. So this time we're putting the weight into the right leg and we're bringing up the left leg. So single leg lift and hold and exhale down. Inhale, lift and hold and exhale down. One more like that. Inhale, lift and hold and exhale down. Now we'll add the hip opener. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, forward. And exhale down. One more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, forward. And exhale down. Beautiful. All right, now we'll add our tree. So that left leg can come up to the kickstand or a little bit farther up the leg. Tighten up the core. Let the branches or branch grow where it will. Find that drishti and continue to breathe and believe. One more deep breath here. And exhale, slowly return everything to the floor and shake it out. All right, we're going to finish our balance up with our fallen tree. We did this on Tuesday. I'm just going to move back a little bit here. So with the legs a little bit wider, about the width of the mat or so, whatever feels comfortable for you, then bring the arms up wherever feels okay and your neighbor has room as well. So this is our star pose, and we're going to shift the weight now side to side. We can start leaving the toes on the ground till we feel that shifting, and then we can get a little bit more release, lifting the outside leg up. This is your fallen star. Very good. One more time each side. Bring it back to the center, and let's twirl the hands as we come back to the center. And we'll go ahead and sit back down, and we'll work with our blocks. Everybody's got one? farther out in front. We're gonna start with our pulses here. So we're sitting up tall in the chair to begin with, feet in neutral. Inhale deeply, exhale, press on that block. Inhale to release, exhale, squeeze. Inhale to release, exhale, squeeze. Inhale to release, exhale, squeeze. Inhale to release, last one, exhale, squeeze. Inhale to release. Then we're going to bring that block right up next to the chest. Palms stay flat on the side, elbows go wide. Again, we'll inhale to begin, exhale, squeeze. Inhale to release, 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 last one, exhale, squeeze. Inhale to release. We'll take that block, place it between the legs with the broad side out. Hands can stay on the lap, any comfortable way. Squeezing this way, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale deeply, exhale, squeeze your legs together. These are big muscles. You can really squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. One more time. Exhale, squeeze. And inhale, release. All right, take that block. We're going to add a little bit more movement. You're going to heel toe your feet wide as the mat. Place the block on its highest height in between the feet. We're going to add a little bit of rotation. We're going to warm up first with our hands on our knees. So inhale, sitting up tall. Our spine is staying long, so this is a hinging with a little bit of a rotation. You're going to press into your left hand. Left shoulder comes down, looking up over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, drop the right shoulder down, looking up over the left. Inhale back to center. Now, if that felt okay, you can bring your left hand down to the block, keeping the legs wide. You can either push into that right knee or open up the right hand for a little bit more dynamic rotation. Exhale, come down, switch the hands on the block, open up with the left arm. And exhale, come down. We'll do each side one more time. Open up with the right arm. Exhale, back down. And finally, opening up with the left. Exhale back down. Now take that block, bring it up, heel toe the feet back into neutral. We're going to take the block and place it on the right knee and take the left hand to the block. The right hand can be wherever is most supportive to you. You might be holding onto the chair. I like it on my hip, gives me a little feedback. So we're going to be bringing up the right leg while pressing down with the left hand, squishing the block through that diagonal pose. So inhale, exhale, squeeze the block together, lifting up that leg and pressing down with the hand, and release. Exhale, squeeze. And inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. One more. Exhale, squeeze. And inhale, release. Very nice. Take that block. We'll shift it over to the other side. Free hand anywhere that's comfortable for you. So sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale. Bring up the left leg, press down with the right hand, squeeze that block. And exhale down. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Last one. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Beautiful. Remove the block. All right, here's where we get to choices that really make a difference. We're going to do the leg lift over the block. So if you're feeling really spicy, you can leave it on the highest level, or it can come all the way down to the flat surface, and you can change during the activity if you feel like you've not selected what's right for you. Foot's going to start on the outside of that block, and we're just going to lift and lower the leg. Try to keep the leg pretty straight, so this is coming from the hip and not from the knee. Very nice. Some of these exercises start off really easy and you think no problem, and about 4 or 5 in, you're saying, wait a minute. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and end inside. Bring that knee or that foot in. We will shift the block to the other side, starting with the foot outside the block. Now you know your hips better than anybody else. You might do something different on one side than the other, depending on what's going on in your body. Then we will lift and rock over that block. So if you're doing this at home, and you don't have a yoga block, you can use a light book or a rolled up towel. Be creative. You don't have to go out and buy a yoga block, but they're kind of nice anyway. And 3, 2, and 1. Bring that back in, and you can tuck away that block. Very nice work with that. We'll come back to our upright position. Check our time. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to work on our hand and neck stretches now. So sitting up nice and tall, let's bring our shoulders up to our ears. Exhale, rotating back and down. Inhale up. Exhale back and down. One more like that. Inhale up. Exhale back and down. Keeping the hands rested on the lap. Very gently, just let the head tip over to the left. Just let gravity do the work. Don't push or pull. And gently let the head roll forward One of the few times we really bring the neck down, opening up the cervical spine. Then slowly let it rotate over to the other side, right ear to right shoulder, just with gravity. Then inhale, slowly stack the head back onto the shoulders. Then we'll take the arms out in front, we'll interlace the fingers. Stretch the arms in a great big circle like you're hugging a tree. Add some tension to that circle, and that will stretch the muscles on the side of the neck a little bit. You're in control. What feels best to you? Breathing deeply into the stretch. This is great after too much computer time. Then release the tension, flip the hands, sending the palms out, stretching the fingers and forearms. Inhale, bring the palms back towards your face, stretch that circle out. And then release the fingers, shake out the hands a little bit. Then we'll do more hand exercises, bringing both hands out in front in our double stop. We'll bring the fingers in one at a time, starting with the pinky, folding the fingers in. The thumbs come very last. Unwind the opposite way, thumbs come out first, then finger by finger, stretching the fingers apart as much as possible. One more time in, starting with the pinkies, roll it on in. Bring the thumbs in. Before we unfurl, we'll knock our hands down. Bring that to quiet. Then we'll turn the palms up, same little fist. Bring them in towards you, just a little bit different that way. Quiet back, flip it back and up, and we'll unfurl the fingers, thumbs come first, opening up, stretch the fingers wide, and then we'll do some more fairy dust. Bring that down to the lap. Bring the arms out to the side, out to your side, and your palms facing up. We're going to make some pancakes, flipping the hands up and down. Two and one. Now, we end up with palms facing up. We're going to open the arms up like a book, out to the side. Inhale back in. Open up. Back in. One more time out. And in. Go ahead and drop the hands down to the lap. We're going to go ahead and move into some hip exercises. So the first thing we're going to do is bring our feet bottoms together, opening up the hips, sitting at the edge of the chair in our reclined cobbler or butterfly pose. Sitting up nice and tall, breathing deeply. It's not a difficult pose, but very relaxing, hopefully. Inhale, bring the legs back up, shifting the feet back open. Then we'll take one foot and cross it over. It can be at the ankles. I guess if we start with the left foot going over, or bring that foot all the way up to the top, to the knee. We're going to start by just gently adding a little pressure to the upper knee, opening up the hip. And placing the hands on the leg, sitting up nice and tall. If it works in your body, just slowly hinge forward. And as you're hinging forward, forward, you will feel that stretch in that left outer hip. Breathing deeply into that. One more deep breath here. Next inhale, hinge back up. Before we move this leg, we're going to one other thing. We're going to rotate that ankle a couple of times each direction. Then bring that to stillness. And here's the one time, if you have your leg up at your knee, that we're going to go into a cross-legged position. Normally we don't do that. Then bring the arms out to the side. You have the left knee on top, so the left arm is going to be below the right. You're going to crisscross. You can come to hugging the shoulders or bring the backs of the arms together. We are now an eagle. Feel the shoulder blades come apart. This is a very big shoulder stretch, so hugging the shoulders is absolutely perfect. One more breath here. Then exhale, let the arms go. And then we will help the left leg release from the right. Coming back into neutral, we'll do a little windshield wiper side to side. Coming back to neutral, and we'll move on to the other side. So the right foot can cross over the left at the ankle or come up to the knee. Gentle pressure down on the right knee, opening up the hip. Then release that, holding onto the leg, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale and hinge over, giving you a nice hip stretch. You take it as far as works best in your body. Here. On an inhale, hinge back up. Before we move on, we'll add those ankle rotations, 2 or 3 each direction. Bring that to stillness, and then cross one leg tight over the other, bringing the arms out to the side. For you, the right arm is going to be underneath, crossing one arm over the other, clasping the shoulders or bringing the backs of the arms together into our eagle pose. Feel the openness in your shoulders, breathing deeply into the pose. Will windshield wiper open and close. Bring everything back to the center. We're going to bring the hands back out in front, then bring them up overhead, bringing the palms together and clasping the fingers. We'll take a tip over to the right. Inhale back up through center, tip over to the left. Inhale back through center one more time each side. This is our upward salute. Into center and the second side. Inhale through center. Release the clasp, leaving the palms together. Let them come down to heart center. We usually do this at the beginning, but it is fine at the end. First of all, we're going to drop the fingers down, giving that nice wrist and forearm stretch. Inhale back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. We'll make our lotus and present that up, opening up the fingers, leaving the pinky and thumb together, bringing up our lotus, bringing the forearms closer together. Deep breath, in and out. Then inhale, let the hands come back down. Releasing prayer, bringing the hands to the lap. We're moving into our Shavasana, so find the most comfortable position for you in the chair that you are sitting in. If you would like to do the mudra, we usually do the chin mudra with the pointer finger and thumb, inviting in all the positive energy of the day. Rest that on your lap, and I will call you back at this time. bring your mind and body back to the here and now. Add small movements to your fingers and toes, and deepen your breath. On an inhale, we'll rise up with the hands, bringing the palms together, and then letting them slide down to heart center. May today be your peaceful day. The light in me honors and appreciates the light in each of you. Thank you so much for practicing today. May you find peace.